Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia. Thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that I have noticed that a lot of us do consciously or unconsciously, while others are always in the habit of doing that consciously, and that is the habit of wanting to measure up to the standard of other people at the detriment of ourselves. Well, this thing sometimes is something that you may not have control over. Like if you have not yet mastered the act of being contented with yourself, or will I say contentment? Or if you have not yet mastered the act of being confident in who you are and what you have part time, you may be pressured into wanting to measure up to the standard of what the society or people around us expect of you. And most times I've noticed that has a way of putting a lot of people under the pressure that some people even go as far as um, maybe if let me use money now. Some people can go as far as borrowing just to measure up to the standard of what other people expect of them, and that way they put themselves in a tight corner. And at the end of the day, you make yourself go into a state whereby you are not comfortable, because number one, you have put a strain on your finances because you have gone outside your means. Number two, you have put yourself in a position whereby the thoughts of other people about you would can throw you off balance, because even when you go out of your way to try to measure up, most times I have discovered that you can never do anything to please people. So at the end of the day, you might still not end up being happy, because they may say, oh, was this the only thing you could do, or it is not good enough. And even if it's not in terms of um, material things, or borrowing money to do something, even in terms of intellectual ability, I know it is very important that we try our best to do things that will improve our state of being or our abilities. But you can do that in such a way that you don't put yourself under pressure, so that you are even able to develop yourself at a very healthy pace, whereby the development of yourself that you engage in, you are able to get the right value for what you have put in to do. So where it is important that we take criticisms or try to better ourselves by measuring up, or by taking into consideration what our environment require, it is also important that we pace ourselves in a very healthy way, that we don't put ourselves under undue pressure. Because you realize that such people who allow themselves to be put under undue pressure in terms of measuring up with your intellectual abilities, at the end of the day you become confused as to not knowing where to start from, or you start to second guess yourself. The worst one is when you become handicapped, not knowing what to do or where to start from, or um, just having a negative feeling about yourself, not believing in yourself that you're able to do something. Because once you get to that point, there is no amount of learning or hard work you put into your self-development that will seem as if you are gaining anything, because you want it to happen within a moment. And meanwhile, those things take time for some people, or for most people it takes time. So I just want to encourage someone, in as much as it is good to evaluate ourselves and see, well, don't mind my dogs. They always have a way of barking whenever I'm recording a video, but well, please bear with me. So I'm saying, in as much as it is good for us to measure ourselves and see how we can improve. It is also important that we don't put ourselves under undue pressure to measure up to people's standard. What I would advise is that you evaluate yourself, see where you need to improve, come up with a plan on what to do, and give yourself a time frame, because if you don't give yourself any time frame, you might as well just spend forever trying to just achieve one single or complete one single task. So it's also important to pace yourself and give yourself a target and say, oh, within the next 6 months I would want to improve on so and so area, or within the next 1 year I would like to achieve this and that. Or if it's your finances, you can say within so period I would want to have saved this much, all things being equal. And above all, if at the end of the day you are still not able to meet up the target you set for yourself, provided you have made an effort, don't be too hard on yourself. Life is not that hard. You can always still pick up yourself wherever you stopped and continue from there, provided you're moving and you're not static. It is something to applaud yourself about, and don't beat yourself up too much. Today's video is just to encourage someone not to allow him or herself to be pressured into meeting up to the standard of what the world or the people around them expect. I'm not saying it's not good to measure up, but don't do it at your own detriment. Don't do it at the detriment of your own mental health, because it is becoming more and more on the rise. People are not well. A lot of people walking in the streets are not well, and I can say that for a fact. A lot of people are just pretending to be okay, and they're really not okay. And not to forget, I want to ask that when you see someone, genuinely ask that person, how are you? Don't just expect a generic answer of I'm fine. Sometimes, or from time to time, when you see someone and you exchange those pleasantries, genuinely ask someone, how are you? And expect an answer. Look the person in the eye and ask, how are you? And if the person is free to share or confide in you in however they feel, take it as a privilege and try and find a way to make that person feel better for meeting you. So I hope you found value in today's video. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, I want to ask that you subscribe, please comment and share, and also you can come up with suggestions about videos that you want me to make, the type of videos you want me to make, be it marriage, be it a lifestyle, be it career, whatever question you have. I'm open to bringing content that will suit what you need. Thank you for staying with me. See you in my next video. Thank you.